A group is rallying outside the Crabtree Marriott. There's about 70 people there. They argue an event there today promotes Christian nationalism. The American Renewal Project's event was focused on encouraging Christian faith leaders to run for office. Politicians were there to speak with the crowd, including Michael Whatley, who's seeking the Republican nomination to fill Thom Tillis' Senate seat. WRAL's Monica Casey was in the room for those speeches, joins us now live. Monica, what was their message?
Well, Ashley, we were not allowed to record any of those speeches, just sit in and listen and take notes in that ballroom here in this Marriott hotel. Now, Whatley's speech focused on encouraging pastors to run for office. He also questioned the principle of separation of church and state. To inspire the American church to embrace its role in the public square. That's the mission of the American Renewal Project, according to the group's website. Michael Whatley, seeking the Republican nomination to run for Senate, told a ballroom full of pastors today the North Carolina Republican Party needs to embrace faith. When encouraging the crowd to run for office, he said, quote, "We need more men and women of faith in the public square. We don't need separation of faith and politics. We don't need separation of church and state." A 2024 Pew Research poll showed most Americans support the principle of the separation of church and state, but 2/3 of Republicans say the Bible should influence U.S. laws, at least some. Whatley urged the group to encourage voting, saying, quote, "You need to get your church organized. You need to have your members registered to vote." His speech also touched on abortion, past COVID restrictions that closed churches, the protection of Israel, and the appropriateness of books in school libraries. Whatley is considered the frontrunner for the GOP Senate nomination in this battleground state. He's expected to face Democrat Roy Cooper in the general election. In a statement, Cooper's campaign said Whatley is spending his time with far-right extremists. Now, we asked Whatley's campaign for his position on this group and his position on Christian nationalism. We have not heard back on that. The organization here and Whatley both declined interview requests in person earlier this afternoon. Live in Raleigh, Monica Casey, WRAL News.